welcome to Real Issues, where we talk about marriage, relationships, and godly parenting. My name is Ade-Oyinleye. We're still on the third parties in marriage, and today we'll be focusing on siblings. I'm sure you have one, and if you don't, maybe your spouse has one. Some share a very, very strong bond, probably because of the way they were raised or their own decision to be intentional about being closely knitted. On the other hand, some see themselves as rivals. They kind of get competitive, or who does this better, and all of that. And then which in turn plays out even in how they relate with each other when they're married. So the fact that people are siblings doesn't change who they are. Some can be controlling naturally, or probably it's habitual for them to be controlling, to be possessive. Some can be mean and petty. Some can be cool, calm, and collected. It depends on who they are. Maybe their temperament, their level of spirituality, the way they kind of interact with others. It will in turn play out in the way they will relate with you coming into that family. So while some are cool, calm, and because of the strong bond that they have between them, they want to be protective of their brother or their sister. They want to watch out for the good of the other, not because they want to be controlling, but somehow along the line in the process of trying to be there for each other, they might go overboard. They might become overly protective. They might step on toes unknowing to them. So it's not because they want to do it, but because they're just trying to prove their love. But of course, that can be put in place where proper boundaries are being set. The fact that you love your brother so much or you love your sister so much doesn't mean you have to be the one controlling his life, or you want to feel like he cannot take decisions on his own. You must be the one to do it for him or her. Another thing to consider is their perception about marriage, their perception about who they are, or the biases they have concerning in-laws. Some of them, probably because of their perception about marriage, it will influence the relationship they will have with your spouse. Some might see it as an extension of their family house. So if they see it as an extension of their family house, obviously they can, they are the kind of people that can walk around, come into your house unannounced, and they feel like, oh, after all, it's my brother's house, it's my brother's property, it's my brother's this, it's my brother's that. And they don't care who gets hurt. Some, probably because they've been so close and probably they were living together before even their brother got married or something, then they'll be like, oh, who is this woman that is coming to take her brother's attention away from us and all of that. And then they begin to react to the woman unknowingly or consciously. Sometimes they do it on purpose. Of course, those who are habitually mean and petty will not change overnight because their brother or their sister got married. So having that at the back of our minds as couples, we should know what to do. For those that are not yet married, have a discussion about it. And if you're married and you discover that you're having issues with the third party, sit down to have a meaningful discussion on the issue. Don't look at it as if I talk, he might get angry. No. Know when to talk, know how to talk, know the right time, and of course, know how to use the right tone. You can't be angry and then you go to your spouse and say, I don't like what your brother did to me. I don't like what your sister did to me. He might stand to defend them, not because he doesn't love you. But don't forget, probably they share a closer bond. And he's not saying things the way you see them. Apart from in-laws or siblings having their own bias or biases about the man or the woman, what about the woman going into the marriage? What biases do you have? Do you know the information you got from people that in-laws are difficult people? If you don't stand your ground, they will want to walk on your head and all of that. Get to know who they are. We are not the same. Some might be like that, but who says yours are like that? So get to know them. And of course, be yourself. Don't try to pretend to be who you're not. Let them know who you are. Don't start what you can't finish. Don't leave your spouse to be the one to correct your sibling. Some, when their sibling has offended their spouse, instead of them to correct their sibling, they will be like, please just bear with me. I'm the one that has offended you. You have not corrected your sibling. And that one will continue to manifest that same attitude to your spouse. Don't forget, your home is your home. Your marriage is your marriage. It's not all siblings that are domineering, that are possessive, that are controlling, that want to intrude into your privacy. But for those that you know that they have that tendency, correct them in love. Let your spouse reach out to his own siblings while you reach out to your own siblings. Or siblings that have seen them, that see themselves as if they are the ones in charge of everybody's life. Or that you always want to pick up a quarrel with someone. Please watch it. Don't forget, whatever you sow is what you will reap. Do unto others what you want them to do unto you. Finally, don't forget to pray for them. Pray for yourself too, that you won't end up hurting those who truly love you. That will be all for today. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to share this video with others. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. Till I come your way again, I remain Ade-Oyinleye. God bless.